Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and my Christmas tree is now decorated. We did it, I think it was the night before last, and there's one thing that my wife and I have always not argued over, but it's always been a thing that I just couldn't change her mind on, and that is that I don't get to have the colored lights and but more specifically, when I was a kid, we had those lights that it was like a long thing, and once it warmed up, it started bubbling, and you could watch the bubbles go up on the tree. And she does not let me have the colored lights or the bubbles. I don't even know if they have those bubble things anymore. But anyway, the kids like it the way it is, so I guess it's okay. But she's trying to talk me into a fake tree, and I just refuse to do the fake tree thing. I like the ones, I don't even know the type of tree it is, but it's the kind I grew up with. It smells good. From Key Crypto, Bitcoin chart had 3 bearish crossovers. This is similar to the pattern back in May 2018. Did we learn from history? It can be a warning. And he's got this chart here that he's saying it looks like it's trying to duplicate a pattern from May of 2018. But then he comes back in here and he says still it can pump back to 10K levels before going down further. He said they call it an exit pump. Tether just printed $200 million. It seems they're getting ready for the exit pump. Now, whether he's right or wrong, what's important to me is what I did yesterday, which is to load up more on XRP at these ridiculously cheap prices. So that's what I did. That's what I'll continue to do. And then we've got the Crypto D, who is the DAI official shark guy, sent me this. And this is kind of, we've been talking about this. This repo thing's been going on behind the scenes for quite a while now. The Repo Crisis tells us a lot about current markets. Liquidity is much lower than estimated, and leverage is much higher. The Repo Crisis shows the damage done by central bank policies. Now, this is an article, but I wanted to show you this tweet from Zero Hedge. I Am Legion, who, if you don't follow, is a definite follow. I Am Legion retweeted this. When was the last time repo was so prominent? On September 5th, 2008, 10 days before Lehman filed, when Matt King previewed exactly what would happen. And that he's got this, the Zero Hedge has got this article here from Citi, where they say, are the brokers broken? This is from the 5th of September 2008. Basically, what they're saying is this repo thing has not gone on since 2008 on the scale that what they're doing right now. That's a very scary premise if you really look at it. Okay, next. From Michael at VAL5 Links, one of the largest, most influential banks, Bank of America admits that Ripple offers a truly innovative solution and mentions it in the report. Now, this article references a Bank XRP tweet, and the Bank XRP tweet was apparently, it was a tweet where Bank XRP I think he found a document is what it said. And let me just go in and look at it. I'll show you kind of what it said here. It was giving him credit for finding it says a prominent XRP community member shares data in which Bank of America names Ripple cross-border payment system as an innovative example. And then they mentioned Bank XRP right there. He shared a screenshot. Let's see if they've got a link. This is to his tweet right here. And if you're hearing something, that's the garbage man out there. He's got the garbage truck. It's pretty loud. Okay, but this is his tweet, Bank of America Ripple cross-border solution. And okay, I can't remember if I showed this tweet. I don't think I showed that tweet yesterday, but it's possible. But that's a pretty big deal when you're seeing Ripple mentioned inside of Bank of America documentation. We already know that they're a Ripple partner and have spent years testing and working with it. Michael at VAL5 links IDEG Coinbase custody launch Bitcoin trust in apparent first for Asia. Says that the digital asset manager IDEG is launching what it claims are Asia's first Bitcoin trust with one actively managed fund and another that gives exposure to mining. And then this is from Chinu Patel, who just about every day seems to send me a string of great things, and today's no different. First, he sent this. This is from Bob Ross, who's the CEO of CoinField, and he's also, I guess, I don't know if he's also the CEO of Sologenic or if someone else has that title, but I think he is. I'm not sure. But remember, the Solo tokens went on sale, and he says after 7 hours, UK, UAE, Australia are still leading the way. Go Solo. And then he's tweeting this out from Sologenic. The Sologenic VIP pre-sale is well underway. Within the first 4 hours, here's a snapshot of the top purchasing locations by volume. The United Kingdom leads the way. So these are the areas, and you can't buy it in the United States. And I don't. Well, the United Kingdom is on there, so you can get it in the United Kingdom. But you can see they're leading the way, and in second place is the Arab Emirates. And then there was also this, and Bank XRP had sent this out, but then this was interesting. The sudden huge number of visitors have caused some servers to crash. The issue has been resolved, and you can buy Solo now. So apparently their sale is going pretty well. So that's a good sign for them. I wish I was able to get some. This is from Yoshi Takakatao, the CEO of SBI Holdings. China's digital yuan may eventually challenge USD hegemony. I'm trying to remember how to say this word. Hegemony. I think that's how you say that. But anyway, and then here's what's interesting. After this tweet, if you look at this, well, no, it was another tweet, and I'll get to it. Basically, it was saying that that's not what the U.S. is trying to do. They're trying to set up a settlement system, which will probably include multiple digital assets. Okay, Wrath of Kahneman says, just looking, this document from SWIFT mentions Ripple potentially playing a role in trade finance, except it is 5+ years away from adoption. The document is from 2015. It goes on to thank a number of banks that have since become Ripple customers. And he's showing you right here where they're the customers. The study was done by Boston Consulting Group, one of the big three that has mentioned, advocated Ripple on a number of occasions, as detailed in the XRP chat thread here. In fact, Ripple has posted BCG's findings in their Inside article and quoted them in their annual reports. So you can see, I mean, as I always say, Ripple is all, it's like that song, Christmas All Around You from Love Actually, the movie. Ripple is all around you. Somebody could remake that song and put Ripple in there because it's all around for the banks. And I'm watching, looks like the House Democrats are announcing articles of impeachment today. They're standing at the podium. That's what's on the news while I'm sitting here. Happy XRP shows this U.S. not keen to follow in China's footsteps with its own digital dollar. This is what I was talking about a minute ago. U.S. is not keen to follow in China's footsteps with its own digital dollar. The need of the hour, a real-time payment and settlement system. FedNow will enable payments anytime, any day, anywhere, full access to funds within seconds. And this is an article here where that talks about Mnuchin and all that. But this FedNow, I think, encompasses a lot more even than what China's doing. I think that the U.S. probably anticipated China's moves a few years ago. I don't think there's any probably about it. Bitcoin yearly lows are more interesting than the highs. These are the levels guarded by the true hodlers. Now, this is so true because I can remember when I came onto the scene was back like during this time right here. And so with all of the hemming and hawing and the market's down and all that, and it's so scary and all that, if you look at it in this context, is not near as scary because if you pulled the same pricing for XRP, it would look just the same in terms of how far we've come and where this thing was. And so, and it really puts things in perspective. Sometime when you're bored, go back, I guess it would be somewhere in 2012, put the low price for XRP here and do this same kind of thing. That'd be a great tweet. All right, and then Michelle Vandenberg sent this. It begins. Now, any of you who were around during the financial crisis, when you see this right here, it should give you shivers. Morgan Stanley is cutting jobs due to uncertain global environment. Sources, New York-based Morgan Stanley had 60,532 employees as of September 30th. Let's see what it says. I want to see how many jobs they're cutting here. It says it's cutting roughly 2% of its workforce due to an uncertain global economic outlook, according to people with knowledge of the situation. That is not good, folks. I can promise you that's not good. And then from Bloomberg, Goldman says central banks are consuming a fifth of the global supply of gold, signaling a shift away from the dollar. And that's not by coincidence either. And then we've got this from Wrath of Kahneman. MoneyTap Ripple will connect with PayPay this winter and possibly LinePay, one of the most popular messaging apps in Japan, Thailand, and Taiwan. PayPay is a smartphone payment settlement service, a collaboration with SoftBank and Yahoo Japan Corporation. This connection is even more interesting given Line's merger with Yahoo. SBI has stated that they have formed an alliance with Yahoo Japan, etc., etc. You can see his thread here. It's all there. SBI has not tried to be bashful about the plans that they have for MoneyTap and with regard to Ripple and XRP. They haven't been bashful about any of it. And then from CNBC, I just thought this was interesting because you're starting to see articles about car defaults going up. And I thought this is a map of the average monthly auto loan payment in every state. I was kind of blown away by this because I was looking here in my state, and let me see if this is the it's got the, I guess that's the low and the high of it or something, but $367 to $560 is the average payment on a car. I find that hard to believe. I mean, that's a lot. That's a pretty large car payment for that to be the average car payment. That tells me that people are into debt up to their eyeballs, and that is a mistake. And finally, I wanted to show you this from X-Men XRP at XRP33. His name is Dominic, I guess, loves White Christmas. Now, you can subscribe. Apparently, he likes to do lip syncing videos and do the whole, it's like he does a whole production. And he does a really good job, too. He's a really funny guy. So it's from Stark Blast Films, it looks like. And you can I don't know. It seems like he had his own channel a while back. Let me see. No, Star Blast Films. I'll give him a subscribe. But yeah, this is pretty good. He does White Christmas in this. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that my wife should let me have those little things on the Christmas tree that bubble up if they still exist. I'm gonna have to do a search on that on Amazon just to see if those things do still exist. I may just order some and just have them out next year and see how she reacts. Thank you for listening.